Shalom, shalom. The real Hebrew Israelites come to you week in, week out, prophesying the return of the Most High and His heavenly Son. All praises and honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem,
Shalom,
Ruach double honors to the apostles out in New York, a great millstone of GMS. Honors to all Akim around the planet, lifting up the name of Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, and truth and sincerity. This is Brother Uriah from Great Millstone, Chicago, and have hopefully a brief sit down, depending on the spirit. As you see in the title, it says, "Are you giving your widow's mite?" Another perspective on the widow's mite parable. All right. Um, most of the time when I read this parable, I've thought about it as in the money. If you have some brothers make a lot of money, some brothers make a little money. All right. Some brothers have great jobs, some brothers have, they're struggling paycheck to paycheck. And, if you do give what you give, that's what you got. Right. I'm gonna read the parable, but then we're gonna look at it from another perspective. Okay. Uh, this is Mark 12 and 41. Yahushua sat over against the treasury and beheld how the people cast money into the treasury, and many that were rich cast in much. And there came a certain poor widow, and she threw in 2 mites, which make a farthing. All right. Now, first of all, let's look at the antiquity. What are 2 mites that make a farthing? Right. Uh, so 2 copper coins, which make a penny. Two small copper coins, which make amount to a cent. These are different translations. All right. Um, let's look at images. All right. Um, but and and it's basically, you can look at it like it's basically throwing in some pocket change. All right. Uh, versus bitcoins before versus dollar bills. Okay. And of course, they got some crackers out there when these were Israelites too. All right. When you have see, all these people put in all this big money, and you have a little woman just pours in just a little chump change that she got. Okay. Um, all right. You can see half farthing, and this is 1859. You go way back, but it's equivalent to just some basic chump change. Okay, versus dollar bill, y'all. Okay, just put into perspective. Okay, so it says, and there came a certain poor widow, and she threw in 2 mites, which make a farthing. All right. Um, something scaled light, a small coin, which is a mite. Something scaled light, a flake. All right, like a little flake, something very small, and which makes up a quadrant. A quadrant, the fourth part of an as. All right. All right. And he called unto him his disciples and said unto him, "Verily I say unto you, that this poor widow hath cast more in than all they which have cast into the treasury. For all they did cast in their abundance, but she of her want did cast in all that she had, even all her living." So if you go back to this little picture, I know it's, like I said, Edomites. All right. But you see, click on that. You see everybody else, you know, giving much, and she barely has a little bit to give, and she gives her a little bit. All right. Like I said, I looked at that as in, finances, money. Brother might work at the fire department and be able to throw in, $50 in the treasury, after camp. Then the brother, he work a temp job, and he can throw in $3, $2, and he be feeling like shit because he's passing over his little funky dollar, his $2 funky, you know, and feeling like he's being less of an Israelite, and that's bullshit. Because the Lord said, if you gave all that you had, you gave more than what the man who threw $50. All right. That's how I took it, and that's one layer of it. But a brief testimony, I was ministering to a brother, brother lawyer, and in Miami, and he goes through physical afflictions. All right. And then I actually told the same story to Barack Gabar in New York, and he has his similar afflictions. And as I was talking to him, the brother called me and he was, lamenting about his afflictions and, asked for prayer. And, and I'm rapping with the brother and trying to console the brother because, we have a rapport, and it hurts me to see my brethren hurt. And the spirit, and then he started, kind of complaining, not in a bad way, but in a good way, about how when he gets under his affliction, he can't do as many videos as he want to do. And how it's mad because he can't get his 3 in or a week or 2 in, because when he's bedridden, he's bedridden. And it made me think about Barack Obama when he was in the hospital. He couldn't do a video at all. And he lamented. He was like, when I visited him, he was like, I just really want to do my videos, but I got this motherfucker in the other room. I got no privacy, And so, and the Lord blessed him to get out of that situation. And he was just so happy to do a video. And it made me happy to see him on videos, And as I was talking to him, this story came to my spirit. Give me, if you can, about the talents. Yahushua gave us the talent, gave us talents. And I told him, well, it's you the little mite that you give, you do your one video because you can't do the other videos. Or a brother might desire to do a video a day, 7 videos a week, or 5 videos a week, or 10 videos a week. If all you can do is that one because of your illness, all you can do is one because of whatever jam the Lord puts you in, and you really desire to do more. You did. I told him, brother, you did more than all the other brothers. A brother can put out 15 videos, and hey, you did more with your one video than he did with his 15 videos, because you did the best to the best of your ability, and you're going through an affliction, you're going through hardships. All right. And the Lord likened this truth and this ministry to getting the talent. All right. And you got it? Mm-hmm. Go ahead, brother.
This is Matthew 25. And verse 14, it says, for the kingdom of heaven is as a man traveling into a far country, who called his own servants and delivered unto them his goods. And unto one he gave 5 talents, to another 2, to another 1.
So he said, now when Yahushua left, I'm gonna pull this up real quick. Well, the Lord, when Yahushua commissioned the apostles and the disciples, do what? To occupy till he come. Right? Luke's 19, and this is the same spirit. Luke, which one you in? What chapter you in?
Matthew 25.
Yeah, this is the account in Matthew. This is the account in Luke. In 19 and 13, he called his 10 servants and delivered them 10 pounds and said unto them, occupy till I come. All right. And that word occupy means to practice, busy oneself with, to trade, to occupy. All right. To do business, to do matter, to do work. All right. And he gave them talents. The Lord gave each one of us talents. Some of us have 1 talent, 2 talents, 5. How many is that? How did the parable say it?
It says, verse 15, Matthew 25:15, and unto one he gave 5 talents, to another 2, and to another 1, to every man according to his several ability.
There you go.
And straightway took his journey.
He said to everyone to his what kind of ability?
Every man according to his several ability.
All right. Some brothers have a lot of faith. Some have a little faith. This is Romans 12:3. For I say, through the grace given unto me, to every man that is among you, not to think of himself more highly than he ought to think. You can go do 20 videos in a week, and that don't mean you over a brother, better than a brother, or more in the spirit, or deeper, on a higher level, a higher rank. It's not about that. The Lord might have gave you that measure because that's the measure he gave to you. But to think soberly, according as God hath dealt to every man the measure of faith. Everyone has a different measure of faith. But the bottom line is, do you have faith? All right. Do you got that talent? And are you using that talent to the best of your ability? Are you giving all? Are you giving all that she had? Going back to Mark 12:43, and he called his disciples and said to them, verily I say unto you that this poor widow has cast more in than all they which have cast in the treasury. For all they did cast in their abundance, but she of her want did cast in all that she had, even all her living. Are you giving the Most High everything that you possibly can? All right. It's not about doing a video all day, every day. It's about doing when the Spirit tell you to do it. And that vibration has been going hard with Apostle Tahar and Apostle Gabar. And Apostle Gabar was talking about you got to be filled with the Spirit. And that's absolutely true. When the Spirit directs you to do, I was going to do this video yesterday. Was I not without it? All right. But then what? I came downstairs, and when I was getting ready to go do the video, this brother was over here watching the brothers out who are actually on it right now, Managan in DC. And I ended up watching their video and chiming in and calling in and fellowship with them. So that was my little 2 cents. That was my mic yesterday. Now today, this is my mic today. Okay. I might do one later. Who knows? I got to go to work. I worked earlier today, took some rest off to watch my daughter. Now I'm doing one now because the Spirit jumped on me to do it. That's all the Lord is saying. Whenever the Spirit jumps on you, whenever the Most High motivates you and moves you, give your might. Give your might. All right. Don't worry about trying to do too much. Don't try to worry about doing too little. Follow the Spirit, and then you're giving your all. Do everything the Most High tell you to do. Then you're giving your all. All right. You'll find that you might be able to give more. You might find that there's more because this faith that the Most High gives us, He gives us according to the measure as He says, right? He says, ask of Him, and who giveth what liberally. All right, you got something?
Yeah, this is Sirach 11:11. It says, there is one that laboreth and taketh pains and maketh haste, and it's so much the more behind. Hey, 'cause you got guys out here that's making videos, man, doing all this, man. Hey, just to be seen of men, man.
Niggerias.
Just to have the praise of men in the flesh. This is verse 12. Again, there is another that is slow and have need of help, wanting ability. That word wanting means lacking, man. Just like the parable the elder just read about the woman. It says that through want, she threw her might in there. It means through lack, she threw that might in there, man. You see? It says, again, there is another that is slow and have need of help, wanting ability and full of poverty, yet the eye of the Lord looked upon him for good and set him up from his low estate and lifted up his head from misery, so that many that saw it marveled at him, man. And that's the mindset we got to have. We need help in this thing, man. This is not of us. This is of the Spirit of Yahweh Ba'Sham Yahushua, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know? So we move by the Spirit. And then it's, and we marvel at the brothers that going through physical ailments, man. And they still out there on the highways and hedges, man. They still out there pushing their videos, man. Though it be the widow's might. Though it be through their abundance, man. It all goes to the sincerity of your heart, man. You know?
That's right. That's right, brother. And the Most High is looking at what you give, right? Just like Yahushua was sitting over here in this parable. Matter of fact, Yahushua set against the treasury and be able to people cast money into the treasury. Yahushua is watching what we do with His money. All right, the one who's Yahushua is watching us, man, to see how we're going to handle the talents and the faith that He gives us, man. He's watching. He knows who He gave a high proportion of measure in the faith, and He's watching those who He gave one talent. All right, but guess what? He doesn't. He marvels at the person who's giving their all. I don't care if they're giving their all and they're giving a lot, or they're giving their all and they're giving a little. He wants you to give your all that she had. That's what He wants. He wants you to give all that you got. Okay. He wants you to be 100% sincere, not looking for vainglory, not looking for strife, not looking for contention, looking for edification. Let all things, give me that, all things be to edify. This is James 1:5. If any of you lack wisdom, tell me now, who of us lacks wisdom? All of us, to a certain degree. Okay? Because what's it say? Wisdom is double Then what it is? Give me that too. All right. Matter of fact, give me that one first, and then get the other one, Baba Kushai. All right. If any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of the Most High, that give it to all men liberally. All right. Let's look at that word liberally. Okay. Generously, bountifully. Okay. He said, properly folded together. And that made me think of the movie, kung fu movie, Bruce Lee. And when he went to Rome, it was, I think it was, I don't know if it was Enter the Dragon or whatever. It was the one that he was in Rome beating up Chuck Norris as. And when he went to go get his money out of the pocket, I don't even know if the imagery will come up if I pull it up, but it was Bruce Lee scene with the folded money. You know, he just kept, it was a whole lot of money. You wouldn't know it was that much money. Bruce Lee scene with the folded money. I doubt it'd be on there, but it might be a picture. I don't even know if it'll be a picture, and I doubt it, because that's just one small. I would have to go probably find that scene. But he had his money folded, and he opened it up, and he opened it up and opened it up. It was a whole bunch of money there, but you couldn't tell, okay, because they had different sizes. They had a piece of they had money that might have been this size. They had money that might have been this size. They had money that might have been this size, and he had it all folded up. So when he was like, you need to put your money in the girl told him you need to put your money in the bank, he started doing like this, and this, and this. She was looking at him like, God damn, nigga. Yeah, he had way more than what you thought, but he had compacted it and folded it up. Okay. The thing is, there's way more. There's way more when you're dealing with the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. And all you got to do is ask the Most High. You ask of him liberally, and upbraideth not, and shall be given him. And let him ask in faith, nothing wavering, for he that wavereth is like a wave of the sea driven with the wind and tossed. And we already know, he said, be not carried by every wind of doctrine. All right. We got to ask the Lord to give us and build us up in the knowledge and wisdom and faith of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, and truth and sincerity, man. All right, you got that? Yeah. And shalom to the Akim in the comment board. If I see you, Kwana, welcome. Nice to see you, brother. Shalom. Go ahead.
Job 11:6. It says, and that he would show thee the secrets of wisdom, that they are double to that which is.
Man, those secrets of wisdom is double to what that is. What that is. You read a scripture, just like this. What was right? I read the scripture, and all my life I read the scripture off and on. And every time I seen it, it always was to me about what you're giving financially of your goods to help the ministry out. But guess what? It's deeper than that. It's also what you're giving to help the ministry out spiritually by spreading this truth, doing the work, exhorting, building up. Go ahead.
It says, know therefore that the Most High exacteth of thee less than thy iniquity deserveth.
Okay, so we already know the Lord could be jacking us all up, and he's showing mercy of us. All right, but wisdom is manifold. Wisdom is higher than us. Okay, Psalm 42:7 says, the deep calleth to the deep, his at the noise of thy water spouts, and basically they go over his head, man. Okay, because the Most High is deeper than deep. Okay, what's the other one I asked for?
This is
water.
This is this is 1 Corinthians 14:26. How is it, brethren? How is it then, brethren, when ye come together, every one of you hath a song, hath a doctrine, hath a tongue, hath a revelation, hath an interpretation? Let all things be done unto edifying. So he said, make sure everything you're doing is done unto edification. Everything that you've done is doing to build up somebody. You can every lesson is an exhortation, okay? Just to boost up your faith. Some of it is very deep and it's going to give you a lot of history. Sometimes brothers go into a very spiritual conduct. Sometimes is a breakdown of the scriptures. Sometimes it's about prophecies and applying it to future prophecies and how they're coming to pass today. And it's a myriad of ways to break this word down. All the Lord wants you to do is whatever the Lord puts in your spirit, whatever the Lord gives you, whatever talent,
Going back to the talents. You still got that talent on deck, or go back to the talents.
This is Matthew 25 and 15 again. And unto one he gave 5 talents, to another 2, and to another 1, to every man according to his several ability, and straightway took his journey.
To his several ability, to according to the measure of faith that was given to him. All right, and they went on their journey. Go ahead.
For you on that.
Bible.
This is 2 Corinthians 4. It's like 2 Corinthians 9. I'm gonna start at 6. It says. It says, but this I say, he which soweth sparingly shall reap also sparingly.
Beautiful.
And he which soweth bountifully shall reap also bountifully, man.
That's right.
And when you sow in the spirit, man, that's exactly where it starts. In the spirit, man. Right. Hey, the Lord knows the intent of the heart, you know. So as long as you sow into your spirit, you know, meaning you bettering yourself, you studying, you praying, you fasting, you giving your all to atone unto Yahweh Basham Yahushua, man. Hey, that's reaping bountifully, man. You see? It says, verse 7, every man according as he purposeth in his heart, so let him give, not grudgingly or of necessity.
Man, man, if I don't do this video, they're gonna start cussing my ass out. Fuck it, man. Go ahead on do a video. Shit. Man. Shalom. With the real Hebrew Israelites come to weekend now, name Kakadash. Lord don't want that.
Yep.
Lord don't want some half-hearted gift. All right. He wants you to come in the spirit and the power. You know what I'm saying? He don't want you to force the spirit too, where the spirit ain't on you and you laboring through and stuttering and rambling like Apostle Kabar said. You know, when the Lord motivates you and you in the spirit, you know you in the spirit. Scriptures start coming left and right. Revelations come left and right. New layers start coming left and right as you're teaching. All right. We was doing a lesson against the trying to edify a brother down, you know, in Texas. I don't know, you know, he's not in Great Millstone, but he came against Elder Malcolm. And as I'm doing the lesson, Lord brought me a revelation in the scripture right then and there. He brought me a scripture, and I went to scripture. And as we reading down, he just opened up. Wow, it was like as I was teaching, it was like, damn, my Most High called. It just got filled with the Spirit because it was cold. He that watereth also watereth himself. All right, you got to be sincere. You got to give it your all. Okay, go ahead.
It says, for the Most High loveth a cheerful giver.
That's right. The Most High loveth the cheerful giver. And the Most High wants you to give your all. He wants that might, bro. He wants that widow's mite. He wants you to give everything that you got. And with sincerity. All right, go ahead.
It says, and the Most High is able to make all grace abound toward you, that ye always having all sufficiency in all things.
And he'll give you everything that you need in the spirit.
Yep.
He'll make sure you got your enough money. He'll make sure you got enough a roof over your head, food, clothes. He said in the scripture, he said, when is the last time you seen a sparrow? You tell me when the last time you saw a sickly bird with a skinny bird. I've never seen a skinny bird unless you want to go look at a white man in a zoo in captivity or something where he can't get around. But even these cats, you see these cats, they might be mangling, they might be scraggly, all right? But guess what? They're eating, all right? They're the same with the little dogs. Most of the time you see the emaciated ones is because they got an owner who ain't taking care of their ass and they can't get out. The Most High feeds his people. And I say people, I mean from the people of the ants to the people of the cows to the people of the so-called human beings, all right? But how much more does he feed his hopeful elect? So are you giving all that you can? Are you giving your widow's mite? All right. That's the question. And each one of us should ask ourselves that question. And then try to give all that you have. Okay. Is there more than that? Or are you going to go back to the parable?
I'll finish this off. It says, having also sufficiency in all things, may abound to every good work.
And for what the whole end game is to abound in good works before the Lord. Period. All right, hit back to the parable, and then I'm gonna hit some of these. Quana with Ham has been snapping on the comic board, and he's the only one putting out scriptures. So I'm gonna read some of his scriptures, and then we're gonna wrap it up. Go ahead, brother.
It's Matthew 25 and 16. Then he that had received the 5 talents went and traded with the same, and made them other 5 talents. And likewise, he that had received 2, he also gained other 2.
So that 2, that's just like the little 2 mites that the widow had. 2 little, some brother had 10 talents, went up, flipped them 10, bam. Some brother had 5, boom, flipped them 5. Someone had 2 and said, look, Lord, this is all I had. This is all you gave me. All right, but here, Lord, and flipped it. Go ahead.
It says, and likewise, he that had received 2 had also gained other 2. But he that had received 1 went and digged in the earth and hid his Lord's money. After a long time, the Lord of those servants cometh and reckoneth with them. And there's an example. The Lord always gives a right way to do things, and also examples of how not to do things, man. Hey, so there are men out there who received 1 talent that did what? Put those talents to the traders, man, and gained more. So if you got 1 talent, man, use it to the best of your ability. Don't be like this guy and hide it in the backyard, man, just because you got 1 talent.
That's right.
I ain't as
deep as this other
or what's the word I'm looking for? I can't speak as well as this brother.
Eloquent.
Or I can't break down this like that, brother. So I'm gonna just fall to no, man. You do it to the best of your ability, like we read.
That's right, brother. That's right. And Apostle Rama went into a lesson earlier today on not looking at other brothers, how they doing them, and judging yourself according to what they're doing. If this brother going through all kind of hell, well, I'm not going through that hell. I must not be a man of the Lord. No, you don't look at other men's works and judge yourself according. You judge yourself according to what the Most High given you.
Hey, Paul said those that do that is not wise, man.
That's right.
Judging themselves amongst themselves.
That's right. That's right. Work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. This is actually a lesson I'm pulling off of the Apostle Tahara's lesson on what was it? Work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. All right. I'm pulling off Apostle Gabar's lesson. Operating in the spirit, and Apostle Rama. I'm drawing off these different things and this experience I had with this one brother. All right. And the revelation the Lord gave me that widow's mite is not just about physical money, it's also about spiritual money. All right. And that's what we're looking for. We're looking for those layers, and we're looking for that spiritual money, and to increase in the spirit. All right. If it's 1 increase, I'll take it. If it's 5 increase, I'll take it. If it's 10-fold, I'll take it. As long as you're dealing, that's what the Lord wants you to do. All right. So go ahead and finish that parable, Baba Kushai, and then we're gonna hit some of these precepts, and then we're gonna be done.
Matthew 25 and 19. After a long time, the Lord of those servants cometh and reckoneth with them.
And if you don't do what the Most High say do, know He's going to come and get your ass, because He's watching, as we proved already here in the widow's mite. Yahushua sat over against the treasury and beheld how people cast money into the treasury. The Most High is watching how you do this work.
Right.
And He's come to see if you're doing it righteously.
Because He said, what, man? Store up your treasures in heaven.
That's right.
Where moth and rust do not corrupt, and
that's
where
right.
thieves can't break through and steal, man.
That's right.
So, so what we doing is casting it into the treasury, man.
And He's watching. And the angels are beholding. Go ahead.
It says, verse 20, and so he that had received 5 talents came and brought other 5 talents, saying, Lord, thou deliverest unto me 5 talents. Behold, I have gained besides them 5 talents more. His Lord said unto him, well done, thou good and faithful servant. Thou hast been faithful over a few things. I will make thee ruler over many things. Enter thou into the joy of thy Lord. He also that had received 2 talents came and said, Lord, thou deliverest unto me 2 talents. Behold, I have gained 2 other talents besides them. His Lord said unto him, well done, good and faithful servant. Thou hast been faithful over a few things. I will make thee ruler over many things. Enter thou into the joy of thy Lord. Then he which had received the 1 talent came and said, Lord, I knew thee that thou art an hard man, reaping where thou hast not sown, and gathering where thou hast not strawed. And I was afraid and went and hid thy talent in the earth. Lo, there thou hast that is thine. His Lord answered and said unto him, thou wicked and slothful servant, Thou knewest that I reap where I sowed not, and gather where I have not strawed. Thou oughtest therefore to have put my money to the exchangers, and then at my coming I should have received my own with usury. Take therefore the talent from him, and give it unto him which hath 10 talents.
That's right. Another video to go into this to look at it from another angle is the napkin. The Apostle Gabar did about 5 months ago. A serious message to those who waste their talent in this truth. This would be a perfect lesson. A perfect lesson to go in conjunction with this.
Yeah.
Okay. You don't want to throw away what the Lord gave you. The Lord is going to give. You can give one video, you know, and that week because you're sick, you know, you was pulling doubles all week, and you had to. Well, I can't do one full sit down. I'm just going to do about 3 or 5 vignettes, you know, 5-minute one before I go to bed. But Todd, Lord going to honor that. All right.
Hey man, you know there ain't no excuse, man. Kazak, he do videos on lunch.
That's right. Hey, there's brothers who do videos in transit. I do a lot in transit.
Yeah.
Why? Because as soon as I get home, I got to take care of my daughter. You never know what's going to happen. Sometimes she's, you know, I can just set her up and, you know, and get away. And sometimes I can't. All right. But then sometimes I can, and the spirit just ain't on me. And when the spirit ain't on me, I'm not forcing the spirit, because I know how it is to force the spirit to do a lesson. It's dry. It don't pop. I'm laboring. You know, just like I like it how I make music. Sometimes I don't sit down at the piano and force myself to make a song, because it ain't gonna sound right. It's gonna sound forced. I'll do it when the spirit puts it on me. Then it just flows right out. And it's like the song will come craft itself up, and he'd be like, damn, where'd that come from? I don't know. It came from the Lord. Generally came from me because I didn't think about it and premeditate on it. It came through the spirit. It's the same thing in this ministry. All right. So you don't want to get cast off and reckon and get destroyed, you know what I'm saying, and get slayed, because that's what's going to happen. But he said, go ahead, finish it.
It says, verse 29, Matthew 25 and 29. For unto everyone that hath shall be given, and he shall have abundance.
Even if what you got, he don't care if it's a mite. You will have abundance over that mite. Go ahead.
But from him that hath not shall be taken away even that which he hath.
That's right. So then he's going to take you away. He's going to destroy you. All right. I'm going to go hit a couple of these precepts on the comment board. Philippians 4 and 13. I can do all things through Hamashiach will strengthen me. If you have the strength of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, he will give you to take that one mite and flip it. Okay. Ecclesiastes 9 and 10. Whatsoever thy hand findeth to do, do it with thy might, for there is no work, nor device, nor knowledge, nor wisdom in the grave whither thou goest. He said, that's a beautiful precept. Whatsoever thy hand findeth to do, do with all thy might. The Lord give you a topic. He puts something in your spirit. If you got to write it down, if you got to make a little memo and put it on your phone, if you got to write it on your hand, all right? We be writing. You used to be amazed. I have sometimes a little napkin, and you'll see a napkin, and there's nothing but precepts on it. Do whatever you do, put it in your spirit, and then flip it. Okay. Matthew 7 and 7. Ask and it shall be given you, seek and ye shall find, knock and it shall be open unto you. All you gotta do is ask the Most High, and he'll give it to you liberally. Galatians 5:25. If we live in the spirit, let us also walk in the spirit, and he will give you more of the spirit. Matthew 10 and 8. Heal the sick, cleanse the lepers, raise the dead, cast out devils. Freely ye have received, freely give. Give it all. All right. Freely give with this truth, man. Okay. If you find yourself getting weak, go do a lesson with other brothers. All right. Go call up a brother. What you doing? Let's go do a lesson. Matter of fact, I actually put it out there earlier today. I was like, anybody in our little group meeting, I was like, anybody want to come over, daddy, daughter, lesson day? You know what I'm saying? If you want to come deal with daddy and daughter, come, let's do a lesson. Nobody called, but it's all right. Some days it's like this. Some days you get a bunch of brothers want to come through and hang out and do a lesson. But that's going to stop me? No, I'm going to still do a lesson if the spirit jump on me. All right. Matthew 25 and 40. And the king shall answer and say unto them, verily I say unto you, inasmuch as ye have done it unto one of these least of these, my brethren, ye have done it unto me. All right. 2 Corinthians 10 and 12. For we dare not make ourselves of the number or compare ourselves with some that commend themselves but they measuring themselves by themselves and comparing themselves among themselves are not wise. And that's what the brother Matati commented on. You don't worry about what other brothers do. Damn, because I did how many of these? We did, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Damn, 15. I gotta do 20. No, you do what the Spirit give you. That one video you might do might be that home run dinger that's going to be an excellent edification to the brotherhood, or to that one soul, that one person over here in China, that one brother over here in Japan, that one brother in Yugoslavia. You never know. Don't worry about it. Just do it. Okay. Um, but we boast not among boast we but we boast not but we will not boast of things without our measure, but according to the measure of rule which God has distributed to us, a measure to reach even unto you. And that's using whatever the Most High has given us to the best of our ability, which is giving the widow's mite. All right. Last one, Luke 12:48. For unto whomsoever much is given, of him so much is required. And to whom men have committed much, of him they will ask the more. So if the Most High gave you the littlest that he gave you, flip it through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, and may the Most High increase your ministry, increase your faith, increase your spirit, and give it your all. So,
can I say this last thing? Hey, and the majority of our works is unseen, man.
That's right.
And when I say unseen, meaning it ain't put out. All you see is the lessons we do when we go out on the highways and hedges and we upload them to the internet. Yeah, the inner workings of the brotherhood, man, what brothers do throughout their day-to-day lives, man, in the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Hey, the Lord is recording that, man.
That's right. And he said what you do in secret, he's going to reward you what? Openly. All right. I would tell you how a typical day that I have driving my cab. The Lord will show you if I make it. All right. And so I'm right now focusing on making it. All right. Brothers, like the brother said, is doing mighty works behind the scenes, for the scenes. Y'all don't know some of the charity of the brother just here in this camp. All right. It's been brothers that the Most High gave a portion to them to do more over and beyond the call of duty. And we just don't let the left hand know what the right hand doing. All right. But sometimes more brings out and give us a glimpse of it. No matter what. Bottom line, are you giving your widow's mite? Are you giving your all? All right. That's right. Getting edified daily. That's right. I got one last one. This is Deuteronomy. I think it's the 6th chapter. Might be the 7th. No, it is the 6th. 6 and 5. And thou shalt love the Lord thy power with all thine heart, which is your mind, and with all thy soul, all your spirit, and with all thy might, with all your power and strength, everything of you, all your vehemence, okay, wholly, speedily, everything, okay.
I got one that will go behind that.
Go ahead, brother.
It's Sirach 43 and 30. It says, when you glorify the Lord, exalt him as much as
that's
you
my.
can.
Are you gonna go my favorite scripture on me? Go ahead, brother.
For even yet will he far exceed.
That's right.
And when you exalt him, put forth all your strength and be not weary, for you can never go far enough.
There you go. So give it your all. You can't never go far enough. Give your widow's mite. Hopefully this has been edifying to the spirit. Hopefully this is edifying to the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai Bashem. Double honors to the apostles out in New York, a great millstone of GMS. Honors to all Akim around the planet, lifting up the name of Yahweh Yahweh Shai Rakha Kodash, and truth and sincerity. Double honors to the apostles out in New York. Honors to all Akim, and just continue to press on. With that, we're going to say Shalom, Abba, Shalom.